Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, maybe. I don't know, whatever you are. Welcome back. Welcome to another course. Welcome to a new one. I'm glad to say that out loud. I really hope you and your family are doing great. So let's get started. If you have landed in this course, let me guess. What is your position? You didn't understand your last Friday TV where they were explaining some state of the art technology, or might be that you have a picky university teacher who is not really helping you to pass the test. Could be that the case. Or maybe you have watched some unfortunate news related with the armed conflict between Ukraine and Russia, or even worse, you want to learn something new and try to impress your girlfriend? Let me know. So let me tell you that you have found the right place. Okay, we are Electronic Warfare for You Academy, and we are offering simple steps to follow courses, always from a practical and professional perspective, for all technology topics related to electronic warfare. Secondly, and most important, is that we are here to support your learning process 24/7. So please feel free to reach us whenever it's needed using our social network, email, YouTube, and now, if I'm not wrong, I need to check with my team, Instagram as well. And you might be asking yourself, what is Electronic Warfare for You Academy? What is this academy for? Well, first of all, on your right side, we have our last group picture. Okay. No, I'm just joking. If you're a physics enthusiast or just a nerd like me, you will recognize some of these faces and amazing people for sure. So, just kidding, jokes apart, we are a group of engineers with several working experience in different careers, all within the electronic warfare framework. Here below, several well-known companies from the industry that we are considering a source of information for all our courses. Okay, so first of all, I'm kindly recommending you to Google them in case you haven't done it. Therefore, we would like to share know-how courses covering, for example, hardware for antennas, sensors, and radio frequency theory, commercial software for electromagnetical simulation, direction finding, algorithm, and much more. All of this from an engineering perspective. Okay, is that clear? On the other side, for an assistant engineering level, we will discuss about requirements, architecture, qualification processes, all through different courses, lectures, as well as commercial product descriptions. Once again, always comparing theory, which is important to master, with real world developing products and qualified systems. So let's get started. This is our second course, ELINT, okay? Electronic Intelligence. In my personal opinion, this one is a must to have course. Nevertheless, before taking this course, I highly recommend you taking the previous one, the Electronic Warfare course. Why? Well, it will give you the whole overview what is really electronic warfare and what is the relationship between the big definition of electronic warfare and this subcategory so-called electronic intelligence. So do not overstress yourself, just take it easy. It's a quite lengthy course with a lot of concepts, a lot of know-hows. Take it easy. Enjoy the process. If you need, just rewind the episode. That's the magic of video under demand, right? And what about documents provided or datasheet or information? Well, in addition to the video under demand, all datasheet will be linked, Excel sheets will be provided, and much more. Okay, obviously, together with the full course in PDF format. And last but not least, please feel free to leave a review or feedback or just recommend it to some of your colleagues or friends or your girlfriend. This is the point of online courses like this one, helping the community by sharing ideas, review, perspective. Okay, so feel free. Okay, so let's get into it. Course and motivations. So basically, here we can say that the motivations are these unfortunate and kind of sad trending news we are receiving on a weekly basis, I would say. I just copy and paste some news I found 2023. You can read here with me, both related to Ukraine and Russia warfare. Electronic intelligence technologies empower Ukraine forces. Ukraine forces have reportedly adopted cutting edge ELINT technologies. And the second one, as well, August 23, cybersecurity concerns in ELINT operations. There are growing concerns about the vulnerability of these systems to be cyber attacked. Okay, another link, another new. Basically, the fall and the rise of the Russian electronic warfare from July 22. So the Ukraine invasion has become an old-fashioned slog, enabling Russia to unleash its electronic warfare weapons. On the right side, you can see as well some Russian electronic warfare systems deployed during this Ukraine-Russian conflict. So it's quite interesting, including the names. Some of them are NATO named or labeled. You can see as well the purpose or developing goal of each weapon, first field, and some side notes. It's quite interesting, frequency band, and much more. So spend some time, read it carefully, don't rush. Let's pick up some couple of examples. Um, well, I'm not even sure if I can pronounce that, but I would say this one, one, two, three, the fourth one. This is Romeo Hotel 330, basically jamming. You can shut down GPS and satellite communications over a radius of, wow, tenth of kilometers. Okay, so from 2011, and it consists of track command posts and for telescope phase arrays antennas. Yeah, feel free to Google it. It's just impressive. Now let's take the first one. Romeo Lima 257 targets X band and K band radars. We will talk about frequency ranges later, particularly on planes, drones, missiles, and low orbit satellites. Well, impressive range from 2014. And we are talking about two tracks, one command and the other one outfitted with sensor. Yeah, quite interesting, don't you think? So please feel free to take your time reading and understanding properly all this information. It is a solid base and introduction for this course. Okay, another example, drones. I'm quite sure everyone here know what is a drone. What I'm not sure about is the fact that you are aware how useful and how Ukraine and Russia are using this kind of drones for. So basically here we have two pictures. On the left side, we have a quite common drone used in the current conflict. It looks like a commercial product photo actually. Nevertheless, there have been several cases when enemy troops captured drones like this one. On the right side, on the right hand side, we have countermeasure weapon for this kind of drone. So generally speaking, as the new depicts or illustrates, the soldiers are using these kind of weapons in order to neutralize and to countermeasure any kind of communication, drones and ground-based communication, troops and drones on the spectrum or potential guidance information. Okay, so as mentioned here, it's quite interesting to see how nowadays conflicts are evolving in this direction, and therefore how important is to have a solid understanding and knowledge of electronic intelligence. Okay, now shifting to goals and potential questions that we will be answering within this course. First of all, unclear physics, math, and technology behind electronic intelligence technology. Okay. Secondly, why ELINT is getting so much importance in the current military or civil conflict, as we previously mentioned, Ukraine and Russia. Third point, real ELINT products and warfare scenarios. We will be showing different slides and different products, okay, related to that. Fourth, what is really deep down electronic intelligence and what are its advantages? We are going to break down some of the main features and advantages and how powerful is it within the military civil organization. This will be answered, okay, with real examples. And last but not least, where can I find ELINT products or equipment? How does this equipment look like? Or how is it developed? What is the know how behind it? We'll be answering that later on. Okay, so take it easy. I mentioned before, enjoy the process and step by step. Okay, guys, now here we have the skeleton, the main structure of this course, electronic intelligence course. It's mainly divided into 10 modules, as you can find here. Highlighted, you will find this along the course is basically the section that we are focusing on that specific time. Okay, I will highlight each module whenever we discuss about it. So obviously we will start from the very beginning with the introduction, then we will move on to basics of electronic signals, electronic intelligence sensors and platforms, analysis techniques, military operation, legal and ethical consideration, technology advantages, and practical examples and exercises. Also, we have career opportunities. Okay, and to be finished with some conclusions and future directions related with electronic intelligence. So, introduction to electronic intelligence. Here we have three lectures. Okay, what is electronic intelligence? We're going to dig a little bit and talk about the history and evolution. Okay, in order to have a solid reference. And later on, we're going to check the weight and the role of electronic intelligence system in our modern warfare. Sounds good to me, huh? What about you? So answering the first question, what is really electronic intelligence? Well, if you follow the books, if we follow the definition, we usually find that ELINT is a branch of signal intelligence, which is under the big umbrella or context involving electronic warfare. ELINT focuses on collection, analysis, and interpretation of electronic signals emitted by radar systems, guided weapons, and other electronic systems. Okay, here a quick remark: communication equipments or so-called communication intelligence, nuclear detonations, or radiative sources are out of the scope of ELINT missions. Okay, just to have it clear. So as you can imagine, the primary purpose of ELINT systems is to gain a deep understanding of our adversary threats, special capabilities, intentions, operational activities. But how is this done? You might be asking yourself. Relatively simple. That's the answer. It depends. as always, you have to be able to intercept, to identify, to analyze, and the most important thing, to compare the result to a classified ELINT database. As an example, just imagine with my ELINT system, I could be able to intercept jamming signals coming from an enemy fighter at 80 kilometers distance at a specific frequency range. Okay, all the intercepted information will be gathered, processed, and will be provided to the ELINT system database. In addition, ELINT sensors can be active or passive. We will go through this definition later on. This is only for information, for preliminary introduction. And as expected, this knowledge is essential when it comes to decision making in a military, intelligence, and national security framework. By the way, if you check here on our right side hand, it's a cool, right? It's a cool picture. Can you tell me where are the ELINT systems installed or integrated? Take a guess. Even though electronic intelligence is a subfield, a subcategory within the electronic warfare context, we have to point out the following. First of all, signal intelligence refers to electronic transmissions that can be intercepted by ships, submarines, planes, soldiers, base stations, satellite, or any other platform. Therefore, signal intelligence is basically communication intelligence plus electronic intelligence plus foreign instrumentation signal intelligence. Okay, that's the whole equation where communication intelligence is understood as the interception of communication between people or equipment or machines. And secondly, foreign instrumentation signature intelligence is defined as the interception of foreign electromagnetic emissions associated with a testing and operational deployment of from foreign aerospace surface or subsurface systems. So feel free to Google combing, so-called combing, or phishing, since these are closely related, nevertheless, slightly out of the scope of this course.